I'm Pete, and this is
Metalheads React to Hip-Hop.
So what are we doing today?
Today we are, as per request of one of our beloved fans, Ghostemane. I've never heard of this artist or group. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we're doing the song Mercury.
Yeah. Sit back.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Relax. And have a fucking blast, bitches.
Cool black metal logo.
The death font, yeah. I'm happy already with the death font.
Stop the video. Should we check out the lyrics?
Yeah.
What do you think so far? Pretty cool video, actually.
The video's really cool. I like it. I like the
Music's
animation.
Cool. Yeah.
I think lyrically, so far, it's horrible.
Let's read the lyrics.
But I guess he doesn't quite care what we think about it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'd go so far to say that he does not give a fuck about a thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
But that's pretty much the only takeaway that you can have thus far.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I'm sick of the zoning, all the moments, energy components that limit and follow. I know promises on my day bonus. 7 degrees and I can see my breath, so I know I'm breathing, but I got no pulse. I just wanted to leave, but my heart ain't beating. I better get back to the black hole sun. If my gun, I don't need a bonus one. I'm running this up and I'm thinking I'm running my home, trying to keep my wrist closed. I'm on a pass and I know I'm not coming back till I resurrect. Killing me so I never come back. I was alone and never wanna go back. Ask me if I give a fuck about it, this. Ask me if I give a fuck about it, yeah. Ask me if I give a fuck about fame, yeah. Recently I just don't give a fuck about it, yeah. Ask me if I give a fuck about it, this. Ask me if I give a fuck about it. Ask me if I give a fuck about fame, yeah. Recently I just don't give a fuck about it,
Yeah. Well, let's check out the lyrics.
Yeah. You gotta scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, so here, I just decided by the grace of the god Poseidon, that's pretty cool, that you're so dead to me I dug a hole for you to lie in. So yeah, I think the lyrics get better later on there.
It does a full 180 in terms of lyrical content and the whole flow of it.
Yeah.
Lyrically, musically.
He mentions dilemma too. That's like a Crowley thing, right? Like
you would know better than I.
Yeah, it's like a Crowley, like his philosophy, I'm pretty sure. That's interesting.
The
Black Hole Sun. Is that a reference to Soundgarden?
Soundgarden. You lose a point there for me, but...
Oh, come on.
Come on, bitch.
Yeah, that song wasn't their best song, I guess. Silver Lining.
If he said, I better get back to the super mega okay.
Ultra mega
okay, yeah, that's what it was. As you can tell, not the biggest Soundgarden fan.
So yeah, let's go to our rubric. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's
the song's a little bit more difficult for me because I can't. The part that I can understand what he's saying is really boring to me.
Yeah.
And the part where I can't understand the thing he's saying is
a little more
much more intriguing.
Yeah.
The flow changes, the whole intensity of the song changes, and just the vibe entirely. I was expecting the video to change drastically when the song changed
that's
drastically.
true.
But
Yeah, that might have been cool, but the video was really cool.
The video is really cool.
Interesting,
Yeah,
pretty stark, the black and white.
Yeah,
animation.
I've seen that animation before. Was it Betty Boop at the
Yeah,
end
it
for
looks
a
like
minute?
that, or it's like it's in that style of like early like 30s or 40s, whenever.
Like back when Disney was like really racist and offensive animation stuff.
That's true.
But
so lyrical flow. The beginning.
That's tough because the
beginning was
the beginning and the end of the song like a 3.
Yeah.
But the really intense part of the song, the part that at the 50-second mark where I've decided to continue to watch it as opposed to turning it off, because if it didn't change,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
where I, as someone who was unfamiliar with it, would have just turned it off.
Yeah, the flow definitely got
But
more
it
interesting
definitely,
rhythmically and stuff.
yeah, it definitely grabs you a lot harder. Yeah, and then the part of the song that the intense part probably don't know the backdrop.
Give a fuck about this backdrop. All right, so lyrical flow. I don't know.
If you split it between like the good part, which would probably be about like an 8, and the poor part, which is probably about, like I said, a 3 or so, it's probably about a 5.
I would give it a 6 or 7.
All right, we'll split the
We'll
difference
split the
and call it
difference
6.
Yeah, we'll say 6.
Lyrical flow.
Lyrical content.
6. Lyrical content.
I mean, if
that's tough because
if you disregard the fact that this is like a chorus almost.
Yeah.
So just think of that as like. So I think it's pretty strong. Otherwise, there's some cool references here.
Yeah, absolutely. For people who enjoy heavier music, getting into it, despite my not being a big fan, the Black Hole Sun part.
Yeah, that was for me too. That was a little like.
It alerts you.
Was that a reference? Like.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't. Given the fact that he started the video with I believe the word trash, but using the death font,
right.
was I don't think it could be a coincidence. I don't think anybody
he's definitely
would be that naive.
Steeped in metal or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like lines like that led me to follow hollow promises from empty monads. That's pretty interesting. I think.
I need to expand my vocabulary to include the word monads because it's lost on me right now. But I'm sick of disowning all the moments of the key components led me to follow hollow premises from empty monads. There's a really solid cadence there.
Despite
the fact that I didn't deliver it right there. But, no, yeah,
And that reference to Crowley is interesting.
Yeah. So content...
So 8
like,
maybe?
you know, I'm gonna ignore the hook from the beginning and that reappears at the end and I'll give it a 7.
7. Yeah. I would say 8, but so we'll split it, but
for me I'm thinking about it in terms of like grindcore when I think of like
how much is
Big Destroyer stuff where it's like
how densely packed it is.
For me, I would have like rather had it been like literally just a minute long with just the verse,
that's true.
Just the meat of the song, where it was really heavy and really intense, and not giving you a chance to set into something. Because I don't know. For me, it seems like the bringing the chorus in the beginning and the end seems like kind traditional, just for the sake of being traditional.
Yeah, I feel like especially at the end, like it didn't need to come back.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
And while, you know, there's nothing wrong with...
I mean, he's expressing a certain level of, like, misanthropic...
He's expressing a certain level of teenage angst.
Yeah.
He probably had a lot of no-reason boners when he wrote this song. But yeah, the only thing that I can think of is, like, I really don't like Slayer. Because in every song they interject a really bad guitar solo that does nothing to advance the song. It doesn't make any of the songs better. Like Raining Blood would be perfect if there wasn't a solo in it. This song would be perfect without the the repetition of what I'm going to say is the
I
chorus.
think it's going to be controversial, the Slayer comment.
I don't fucking care.
But I agree with the Slayer thing, actually. Like,
Listen to a Coroner song.
yeah.
And,
The solos are so noodly in Slayer. Like, why even have them?
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas, I know, it's more like an effect, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas...
But it's weird that neither of them could really solo.
It was
Hanneman was
to
a little better.
go on a total
Hanneman's
metal
a little
tangent. Hanneman was way better.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider from an efficiency standpoint, Hanneman was
horrible
horrible because he was doing everything with his elbow. There was no like wrist flexion to get his picking strategy or anything like
Hanneman,
that. It was just
King.
Hanneman.
Yeah.
It was just pure intensity.
Yeah.
And then Kerry King would take his turn, and I would leave to go take
just
a piss.
Whammy bar.
Yeah. I got a BC Rich and a tremolo. We're gonna have some fun.
I know.
But back to the matter at hand.
Well, let's get to the next in the rubric is the beat.
The beat.
Pretty solid, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a short song, so it
is a short song, but at the same time,
it had an eerie kind
contradictory to, or probably not the right word, but
juxtaposition.
Juxtaposed to the Suicide Boys song that we just reacted to. I think one of my comments was, if you're gonna release a 2-minute song, pack it in. And there wasn't much. There wasn't as much like diverging from one.
True, it stayed on the same.
Or actually, that might not have been the Suicide Boys one. It might have been the Nicki Minaj one we did last time, because the beat in that was okay, but it didn't really do anything.
Yeah, the Suicide Boys one that's the one that switched in the middle.
Yeah, it was almost soundtrack.
I guess it turns out it was 2 tracks.
Yeah, one of the people who left a comment alerted us to that piece of information.
So that's interesting.
We keep going off on tangents.
But anyway,
there was a lot of dimension to it.
Had a cool like underlying.
It gets really chaotic, but it's
We should actually let me listen.
Yeah, if you go back to it,
just say focus on the beat. There's that cool reverse sound, like a bell sound almost.
Yeah, there's more tonality, like more tonal range to it. Trying to find the part specifically. If you just leave it from here. Right here. Like, we're just gonna totally break from reality.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
pretty cool.
But we're only gonna do it for about 10 seconds. Straight back into it.
It's cool. That was cool. I think that's where he said Black Hole Sun, actually.
Yeah.
Now that I listen.
The thing, and this doesn't really fall into either the beat or the lyrical content or the flow of it. The thing that I like most about it, even though while I don't like the lyrics throughout the entirety of it, and I like the lyrics a lot throughout certain portions, what I like the most is that he changes his vocal approach each like time. But not even that, but the tone. He changes. He changes the enunciation, the portions of words that he's going to decide to.
Yeah, that's
like it's almost like he throws an accent.
That's kind of cool. He's thinking about the timbre of the voice.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just
like one part like is almost a little bit more nasally, and he's really not enunciating much.
Right.
But
that is kind of cool.
But it's such a switch from the previous portion that it keeps me wondering what his voice is going to sound like next.
So to get back to the beat, though, what's your rating on that?
I'll give it an 8. It was fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Because even in the beginning, when I wasn't so thrilled by the lyrics, it was.
And I think
it was easy. It was like driving music for me. It was like this is good.
Yeah, the bass. It's
kind of like
fuzzy, kind of too.
Tranquil,
cool, right?
even, but yeah, it was.
Like
it was like warm sounding. It was.
Yeah, the boom has
richer.
Like warmth. Yeah. And I think even though this is a visual thing, but the beat went really well. I think with the visual aspect.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
I don't know if it's coincidence that this was recommended to us, but it seems like I don't know why you chose Suicide Boys for the first one.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, that was pretty dark hip hop, and this is also pretty dark. And I don't know if
Yeah,
people are going to continually suggest.
I know. Well, I think that's
more,
what we're going to be drawn to.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with it.
I think it's cool
fun.
actually. Like it seems like this new wave of darker hip hop is kind of interesting. Like,
yeah,
like underground kind of.
Despite the fact that there is
there's always
the
been
beats
sort
are
of
really
experimental
chilled,
hip-hop,
and this is like I said, it almost is like tranquil in the beginning, but they let their voice present the aggression.
Yeah.
Which is something we're used to. I mean, we're used to the music presenting aggressively as well, but it's nice to at least get some form of intensity. Because one thing I really look forward, it doesn't matter what kind of music I'm listening to. It could be Willie Nelson. It could be Coroner. It could be the new Taylor Swift song. It could be any of it, but I want to feel some form of aggression. I want to feel some form of intensity, and I think
or like a passionate.
People always, whenever I use the word aggression, they assume that there's like anger associated with aggression. You can aggressively approach something positively.
Yeah.
You can be aggressively happy. You just
I see it more as like a passion.
Yeah, it just has to come down to,
expressing like
how much do you give a shit about it?
Yeah.
Or how strongly do you feel? Yeah, he doesn't. He does not give a fuck about a thing.
So that brings us to production.
Did we give the beat?
Yeah, we gave it beat 8.
Okay. Yeah, but it does bring us to the production.
Production's I mean it's not
when I'm judging the production because it's being presented to us in a video format as well, I have to consider it in the totality.
Okay.
Because I have this. They want us to see this too.
Right.
Ghostemane wants us to see this and think of this when thinking of the song. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put it out. And because of that, the production value was higher for me because the video was fantastic. And despite the fact that I don't believe it was created with Ghostemane in mind, it fits the song excessively well.
Yeah.
And
so what's the number?
I'm going to give it an 8.
I agree with that. It's not like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
It's solid and it's raw almost. So I would say the production is raw, but it fits with the.
Yeah.
I like the production. I like the distortion on the vocal. Like
I wish it was a little bit crisper. It almost sounds like he's singing through a ribbon microphone, just to get that kind of like.
I know what you mean.
There's it's a little bit staticky.
Like I said, it's a little hard to hear the words sometimes.
But which is a shame for.
It's funny we can understand the words of like death metal songs, but not.
Well, yeah,
maybe we're
but
not
also
used to
you do like a lot of them. I don't get right away, and I'll go back and research them. But
and that's cool too.
For me, the weirdest thing for me is I typically don't care about lyrics much. I think that might be one of the reasons that I was drawn so heavily to metal, because a lot of time you can't understand what they're saying.
That's true.
But I've never been drawn to music because of lyrics. If the lyrics are great, that's an awesome bonus. But if they're not, I'm not so... It's not going to make me stop listening to the song if the lyrics aren't great. For me, it comes down to how does your voice sound when you're singing them, and how does the song sound with them in it.
But I think for hip hop, lyrics is so central to it.
That's why this is judging how the production value affects the lyrics, and judging, keeping the criteria along the lines of the lyrical content and the flow of them is very different for someone like me who.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
It's just it's not something that I wouldn't pay attention to before, but it's something I wouldn't lend so much credence to. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
All right, so we should
production
wrap it up.
probably
Production, 8. Yeah,
8 together.
Agreement with that.
All right, so you got the fancy calculator.
Oh yeah, we gotta figure out the.
You gotta tally it up.
Tally it up, bitch.
Jeez.
So the total is
just under 7.5.
We'll say 7.5.
Yes.
So that's pretty high score.
Yeah. Would listen to more Ghostemane.
Yeah, I think we should eventually.
In the future. If you are a Ghostemane fan, which we know at least a couple of you are.
Yeah, let us know.
Feel free to recommend some more Ghostemane. And let us know if it's also a common feature that this 2-minute song stuff, because
yeah, a lot of these
we're
even
not
Suicide Boys.
we're
are
not aware.
short.
Yeah,
Seems short too. It's kind of
and
cool.
don't be afraid to recommend a 4-minute song. Do be afraid to recommend an 11-minute song. I'm not going to react to that. I don't have time for that bullshit.
No.
But thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our reaction to Ghostemane. The track is Mercury.
We'll see you next time.
Good day!